I'm in an unusual spot today. I'm on County Road 10. I'm in this place where the police used to park to catch speeders. It's right around a corner. But anyways, I've always liked this motif just of this tree on this curve. So I thought I'd pull in here and make a painting. I'm painting on a smaller panel today rather than a small piece of paper. And I've already made the drawing, a very quick pencil sketch. So let's see what I can do with this. I'll wash the panel first and then I'll start painting on it. So I'm just going to put a wash on the panel, and this is how I do it. I'll warm that up just with a little bit of yellow, a little bit of water, not too much though. You need the pigment to actually stick to the surface. I'll obscure the drawing, I'm sure, but there's enough there for me to see. I'll leave that heavier covered part till later so I don't smear it. Yeah, the police used to park right where I am right now. No, sorry, they used to park up the hill a little bit so that they could hide their cruisers. And then when they'd catch people speeding, off they'd go and get them. Yeah, they were up this hill a little more. They stopped doing that though. I haven't seen them do that for a little while now. Maybe it was too obvious. So, may as well shade in some of this while I'm here. Okay, let that dry for just a bit, and we'll be back in a second. Pretty busy here. This is County Road 10, going from Garden Hill up to Millbrook, points north. Okay, let's see what I can do today. I have no idea what's going to happen here. I normally don't paint on... Well, that's not true. I paint on these panels outside sometimes, but I haven't much this season so far, so let's see what I do. Oh, it's intense. I don't really have that much paint here, so normally the setup is for little pieces on paper. That's all right. I'm sure I'll have enough. Possibly. I want to get a little bit of grayness into that green up there. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of pigment on my surface here. So we'll see if I actually have enough paint. Interesting things you can still do. Okay, let's see if I can get a brush that is middle-sized, not too big, not too small. Kind of warm here. Okay. Let's that's very dark. Don't know if that'll work. Well, let's try it. It's kind of a hazy day today, so I don't want to go too bright. But don't want to kill it either. Yeah, I don't really want to use this paint in this way. Paint is hitting the surface in a way that I'm not particularly enamored with at the moment, but we'll master it. There's some beautiful videos on Swiss villages today. I don't know why I mentioned that. They're just so lovely. Maybe I'm sort of feeling alpine-y here. Yeah, you know, I don't particularly think this might not work today, but that's okay. Sometimes they don't work. Let's see. Yeah, might not work. We might lose this one. Which is a good thing to think, actually, because then you've got nothing to lose right off the bat. Okay. No. Well. Jesus, and then there's that road. That's going to cut into it too. Okay, let's see if I can... kind of hard to clean brushes with one hand. I'm going to do a couple of things here. Very kind of dull green under there. Dealing with sort of sloppy dead colors here. Okay. And okay, now let's go to some real pigment here. Let's go to some of that too. Ultramarine in this. Get some solid color. And this will probably be subdued later, but that's okay. I'm thinking mass at this point, not specifics. And go to some blue down here. Some brown in there soon. It's interesting, something this size, the touch really does matter. Oh, Christ, I see a face in there. I better mark that out. You see a face in there this early, you're going to be seeing a face all the time, so best get rid of it. Touch again. Touch. Always touch. The touch matters. Okay. Let's go. See if you can darken that. Now, empty the brush and go to a smaller brush. Geez, it's hot in the car. But I have my other window closed to prevent the paint from drying too quickly from the draft, you know. Oh, I don't know what that was. Well, this is probably the busiest road you've seen me on so far. Which is, it's a fine road because no one's next to me, so I'm fine. No one can crash into me. What the hell did I actually do here? Why did I leave so much there? Oh, it's all right though. Just go with that. Oh, I don't know what that was. I don't know if I needed to do that. Okay, that's okay. Get some of these. I wanted to make this curve around here a bit more. And, oh yeah, I wanted to get rid of that face in the sky, so let's do that. Let's warm it up a bit. Warm it up a bit. This is interesting. Always the going back in on top of color can be really nice. Yeah. Oh, this is nice here. There's a nice cloud there. Careful of screwing around too much, though. I don't know what that was. Okay, let's not concentrate too much on that sky for the moment. Let's do something with this. I'm going to do something with the road for just a second. A warm gray that needs to be somehow different from the gray in the sky. Let's see if we can do that. Or if it actually, it's quite close, but anyways, I might be able to just get away with that. Let me, for the time being, find some green here that I can do this foreground with. What am I looking for? Yeah. Do that. I should actually, now find some to isolate. Find some yellow to isolate here. And I'm going to come in with well, I left a little bit from before, so I'm not completely lost there. Yeah, but this is not. Okay, smaller brush. Not too small though. What the hell am I doing there? Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's right. But you never know. You know, I'm not really watching what is going on my screen here, so probably total crap what I'm filming here. But when you get caught up in what you're looking at, yeah, I hear somebody shooting, so that's not great. Let's see what else I can do here. Where do I need the forces to go? So I can balance with this ochre here, this lighter, whatever the hell this is, unbleached titanium. Yeah. Well, okay, tiny brush come in with this. Jesus, you have to be really careful with these things. Okay, some darkness in the ground. Not much, but some. And switching to this small brush really helps with just this idea of scale switching. You know, the world is full of big and small things, so you can't do just one or the other. It helps to reference both sizes, well, all sizes actually. Oh, I don't know if I should have done that, but it's all right. Blue. Yeah, I should have done that. Careful of killing that form. Careful of killing the form. That's the thing, when you put in details, you think you're adding, but you may be actually subtracting something of value. So, you have to be watchful of these things. Just because you're adding doesn't mean you're helping. What the hell did I do there? Okay. I don't think that's helpful. So, let's see if you can go back into that. Interesting with not having a lot of pigment on the surface. You can actually maybe manipulate it a bit more. I'm reticent to do a lot with this mass, this tree mass here, because it's really kind of nice. But, there we go, dulling the green with the purple. You know, I'm not inclined to fuss with this much, but maybe I'll fuss with it a little and then go back and take it out. Hmm. Shit, I don't know. Okay, go to the brown. Go to the reds. There's some in here too. Not a lot, but a little bit. That helps. Well, maybe not so much. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, what to do about this tree now? I think I'm gonna go with ultramarine there. See what that'll do. No. No. Gotta be careful with those darks though, especially when you're going into the distance. Just to suggest that sign there. Let's see if I can get a white line there. Yeah, I don't know if it's in the right spot though. It's okay. All right. Sorry, I have no idea what I'm showing you on the camera, on the phone today. I'm just not looking there much. I guess I should be. I'm making a damn video. Oh, well, that's not right there. Take that out. And go in with something. Oh. Okay. I'll leave that little smear of brown in there. You know who did really lovely small things? Little panels? Canadian painter by the name of J.W. Maurice. Painted in Paris a lot. I think also in northern Africa for a while. Chronic alcoholic, though, died young. So that was tragic. But he did these beautiful small panels. Cigar box top size. And they're really lovely. The Art Gallery of Ontario has a lot of them. I don't know where they all got them. Probably donated. Okay, so this is just sort of the final stages here. I don't know what I'm going to do now. It's got a lot of... Yeah, that's too much. Okay. Just a stroke or two of dark here. Okay. Kind of inclined to stop now, but you got to really be careful of overworking, so I've said that before. That's a point well taken. Yeah. Come here, spray bottle. Oh. Take that little bit out. Yeah, you gotta be so careful. So careful that you don't screw up what you don't intend to screw up. But we don't really care. Because, why? Because nobody dies. Yeah. I'm going to stop now. Let's see what we got. I like the way that tree mass actually looks. Here's where I am. On the road. Can you imagine going across Canada? Painting all over the place like this? Maybe I should do that. I can't sleep in this car though, it's too small. I guess I'll have to sleep in motels. Alright, that's the setup today. I've got a few extra containers of acrylic because I thought I'd run out, but I didn't. So we're calling this done. Over and out. See you next time.